Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry, I had to take my glasses off for a moment so I could do this review without you seeing a glare in the glasses or whatever. So, I'm returning to you for a album review. I didn't review this album last Friday because I basically was busy doing end of the year videos and all that and other things like that. So, this is for RM's, the rapper from BTS's new album Indigo. This album that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for RM's new album Indigo, the one of the rappers from BTS, and let you know my thoughts on this album. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with Yun featuring Aruka, uh, Erica. It's Erica Badu. I meant to say. Sorry, I was getting it mixed around or whatever. Yeah, Erica Badu sounded pretty good vocally. Wasn't sure if I was on board with RM's rapping in it, but it it's something you gotta listen to a few times to see if it grows on you. But the song is pretty solid, so I wasn't really hating it. I just think it's not a bad track, but it's one of the strong tracks on this album, so 4.5 out of 5. Still Life featuring Anderson .Paak, which I've heard this artist many times in other albums and so on as a featured artist and all that. So this song did pretty alright. I did get a little repetitive with the chorus saying I'm still life lyric. I don't know if I'm feeling for that, but RM's rapping in it was pretty strong. And Anderson .Paak singing in the chorus and rapping a bit was alright, so 4.5 out of 5. All Day featuring Tableau is another solid track. It's good in its own way, just has some weak moments with RM singing and rapping in this song. I don't know if I'm personally connecting with it, but I think it's alright for what it is. It's a good song in its own way. So another 4.5 out of 5 for this one. Forgetful is a pretty solid track. It features Kim Sawol. I'm not sure if I was feeling for Kim Sawol's vocals, but it was growing on me. It just took a little bit of listens. So this song was a solid track, and RM singing in it was okay. Nothing spectacular, but something at least. So 4.5 out of 5. Closer featuring Paul Blanco and Mahalia is another solid track. There's quite a bit of solid tracks on this album. Not anything amazing, but good in its own way, of course. So I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5. Even Paul Blanco's rapping in it was not so bad. But Mahalia took over the whole song with the chorus, and it shined very well, in my opinion. So, kind of like this song and kind of dig it for sure. 4.5 out of 5. Change Part 2 was a decent song. Just don't know if I'm feeling for RM's slight. It was a short song, it was like under 2 minutes, but it kind of did decently. It's one of the weakest songs in my opinion, so 4 out of 5 for this one. Lonely was a solid track. It's not the MGK song Lonely, because that one was annoying as hell. Because his vocals are bad. I'm just joking, but for real though, that song was pretty shitty. Um, this song is pretty solid with how RM is singing it and somewhat rapping in it with how he's singing the track. So I'm kind of digging it, but at the same time, it's good in its own way. So 4.5 out of 5 for Lonely. Hectic featuring Day is a solid track too. Um, Meaning it's good in its own way. I just find there to be some moments in the track that I don't know if I'm personally connecting with Day's rapping and singing in it as well. Um, the song wasn't that bad with the melody, to be honest. I wasn't hating the melody. It actually sounded good. So give me a second, guys. I gotta pause the video because I think my food's here for dinner. Sorry about that, guys. I actually ordered Chinese food or whatever, so I did get it, of course. But yeah, to continue where I left off, Hectic featuring Cold Day was a solid track, so definitely recommend checking this one out. It's actually not so bad. So 4.5 out of 5. Wildflower featuring a Korean artist. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce it. It's worded differently in Korean. So it's a female artist, of course, but she sounded pretty good vocally in this song. But there were some moments of cringe with her, the chorus coming in when she's singing the lyric Wildflower. I don't know if it resonated with me in any way, but it did alright. So 4.5 out of 5. And even RM's rapping in it was pretty strong. Number two, featuring another Korean artist, which is a female, of course. Two female artists for the last two songs. Female Korean artists, of course. That's how I'm going by it, of course, because the writing for it that I wrote it down, it's like in Korean, of course. So they didn't have it abbreviated in English. But basically, number two was a good closer to this album, and I highly recommend you check this song out. It's a good closing track, so 4.5 out of 5. It's not the best song, but it's a solid closing track. So overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think RM, the rapper of BTS, one of the rappers of BTS for his new album Indigo, um, was a good listen. I was a little surprised. I didn't think this would be that good, but I wouldn't say it's pretty good, but it's good. I kind of would say Hectic would be one of the strong tracks in Yun, featuring Erica Badu. Actually, wasn't bad. So there were some tracks on here that I could probably come back to for this album, and majority of the album was solid, and the one song Change Part 2 was my least favorite, but overall, for a score for me, in my opinion, I think RM Indigo album was a good listen. Highly recommend you check it out. And for a score for me, I'm giving RM Indigo an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out for yourself to see what you think of it. And that is going to be it for this album review. So comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of this album review for RM Indigo. If you've listened to it, it's only a 10 track album, but it's a runtime of 32 minutes. So, yeah, it's not very long, but you're in for quite a short album. But it does get the job done and does a good job, in my opinion. So, it will be on my decent to good albums of 2022 that is coming out this weekend. And if you did enjoy this RM Indigo album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I hopefully will have a live stream coming out as soon as I can. If not tonight, expect it tomorrow because I'm running a bit behind on doing a live stream. And I want to do a live stream, but I gotta go to bed in a couple hours from now or so. But still, I hope you enjoyed this album review for RM Indigo album review. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible, and I will have the Devotion movie review coming out as soon as I can. I'm probably going to be watching that pretty soon or so. Or I might go back to my Assassin's Creed Rogue game or whatever. But I'm not sure. But until then, stay safe, guys. Take care. There hopefully will be a live stream happening tonight. If not tonight, expect it tomorrow sometime. But as always, I will see you in my next review.